Alrighty, I'm returning to the Pong game, and what I'm going to do tonight is prepare for when I'm going to fix the audio. I've ohmed out everything in here that I can, and as best I can tell, the problem is either the wiring going to the potentiometer for the volume control, or the volume control itself is bad. It's one of those two. I've unplugged the harness from the monitor, and I've ohmed out between the audio board that you really can't see because of lighting, but it's right here where my finger is. I've ohmed out between that audio board and the end of that connection, and all the wiring is there. All the connections through the harness is there, except for the potentiometer. So I'm confident the potentiometer circuit is the problem. Like I said, it's either a broke wire or the potentiometer itself is dead. It would probably be easy to fix if I could pull the monitor out, but because of the way it's constructed, I don't want to do that. I could risk damaging the monitor, or I don't know. It's just going to be a lot of effort to do it, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it. I can still rebuild the monitor because these boards come out, you know, they just plug in onto posts, and you can pull it off from the chassis. So I can still rebuild the monitor, and I will do that eventually. But today what we're going to do is we're going to address this wiring here. These wires were cut by somebody. Originally they were attached to here, and the door had to be shut. The switch would be shut when the door is shut, and that's how power was supplied. They didn't have a switch underneath. This was it. You open the coin door, and the power was turned off. Someone didn't like that. They just hardwired it. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to install a box and a 2-bang box right here. 2-bang box, 2-gang box. And I'm going to install this. I've already installed a switch in here. I'm also going to install an outlet. And the switch will turn on and off the game, and the outlet will be hot whenever the switch is on. And that will supply power to an external audio amp that I'm going to hack into the system. So that's the plan. The original amp on the monitor was only a 5-watt amp, so I should be able to get 5 watts out of a simple audio amp that I'm gonna, like I said, use externally. So let me get started on this. I need to mount the box. I'm just gonna mount it to the bottom of the cabinet there, and then I'll hook up all the wiring, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got the 2-gang box secured to the bottom. Secured it with 2 wood screws. I've got the power coming in from a hole I punched out on the back side, and I punched out a hole over here for the power to go to the monitor. Now I need to wire this up to the switch and the outlet. So let me get that done. Alright, so I've got the switch and the socket attached to the metal plate here, and I'm going to have to wire ground to one of each of these, and the ground is going to go through the plate. So I don't need to do a jumper from here to here. I just need to connect the input wire to one of them and the output wire ground to the other. And then I will need to add a couple extra wires to hook up the power to both of these guys. So I need to go dig up some wire for that, and I'll be back. Okay, I finished up the wiring, and I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. So these wires here are the power in from the wall, okay? I've got one of them going to the switch, so when I come out the other side of the switch, it's going to be black. I have it tied up to the socket, as well as this wire, which goes off to the monitor. Now white is the return, if you will, it's neutral. I have it connected to here and directly to the power source, to the wall. So basically I'm tying white to the monitor and the socket all the time, but I'm only connecting black when I flip the switch on. So that's basically the wiring. So let me secure this cover back onto the box, and we'll give it a try. Okay, so I've got everything hooked up. We're going to flip it on and see if it comes on. Okay, I hear the monitor rastering, and we have power to the monitor. So let me turn the power off. All right, so the switch is working for the monitor. Now let's check the socket. So I'm going to put my voltmeter inside the socket there, and we don't have any voltage there. Let me jiggle these around, make sure I've got the connect. Whoop. Make sure I've got connections in there. Okay, there's no voltage. Let me flip the power on. 120, well, it was there for a second. 120, come on. There we go. 122 volt, well, there we go, 122 volts. You flip this power off, goes to 0. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. So now the next thing I'll be doing to this machine is hacking in a audio amp to replace the one that the monitor normally supplies. And I'll be using these sockets here, these plugs, to power the amplifier. And then all I got to do is steal a signal from the harness. The signal goes up inside this harness. I'll have to hack into it. And I will be driving this speaker. I'll use the same speaker. The amplifier I'm going to be installing has its own volume control. And it should be able to put out enough wattage to drive that. I mean, the amplifier in the monitor is only a 5-watt audio amplifier. So it's not very much. So what I'm putting in here potentially could add a little bit more than that, depending on what voltage I supply it. I'm thinking probably 12 volts, so maybe 5-6 watts. Anyway, that's it for this video. Got this done. Nice to have an on-off switch now. It's not external, but the machine didn't have one externally to begin with, so this is an improvement. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.